My name is Kathy Baumgardner-Hetrick, and Steve Philippi and I undertook a very large project this year of the 250th anniversary of Palmyra. We have decided to do some oral histories of people who have lived in Palmyra. Most of them are over the age of 80 or 85, and we asked them to tell us their story about Palmyra so that we could put together a DVD that you're going to watch now that has the stories of Palmyra based on the people who have lived here. We hope you enjoy it. We've had a fun time doing it, and we think you'll learn a lot about Palmyra and the history of Palmyra through the stories of Palmyra. Okay, this is Mrs. Horstick, and Mrs. Horstick has lived here for how long? Were you born in?
No.
Okay.
1946 I came to Palmyra.
Well, now, I know you're very active in the Flower Club. That's one of the reasons we're interviewing you. When did you get active in that? And tell me a little bit about the Flower Club, when it started.
Okay, in December of 1983, I came down Main Street, and I don't know if you remember, there were two candles. I think they were gold, and they had these plastic streamers coming from them. That's all we had at the square for Christmas. And I thought, well, if I start a garden club, maybe we can do something with this square. And we did. We put up, first thing was the Christmas tree.
Okay. And how did you go about organizing that?
Well, I called my friend, Charlotte Bowman, and I said, I'm starting a garden club. Are you with me? She didn't think it was such a great idea, all that work. Then I called Evelyn Jennings, and she thought it was a great idea. So we got together and made our bylaws and our programs, and I selected my other officers, and we went from there. There were about 34, something like that.
Now tell me some of the things that the Garden Club has done through the years. I know today they're having, is it their annual flower show?
Annual
so they have an annual flower show?
Yes.
And tell us about that.
Well, it's always in September. And it's usually on a Friday. I think we had 275 entries today.
Wow. Yeah. Right. Now, let's go back a little, because you said when you came up with the idea for the Garden Club, Palmyra downtown had very little attractiveness, and
Correct.
particularly at Christmas.
Correct.
Okay? So the Garden Club started by putting, did you plant that tree that's there now for the?
No, the evergreen is in front of the municipal building now. It was moved when they redid the square.
Okay, well, did the Flower Club have, that's what I was trying to get at, did the Flower Club have responsibility for changing the square? Tell me about that.
Okay, Guy Goodman left $10,000 to the garden club, and from that we had to get more money, which we did through projects and contributions.
And for everybody's knowledge, Guy Goodman was a florist in
Correct.
Palmyra, and a
Correct.
very active florist
Yes.
for many, many years,
Correct.
and came to a tragic death in the
Okay.
end. But he left $10,000 to the Garden Club.
Yes.
And how did you decide that you were going to use it for the square?
Well, the president at the time, and probably her vice president, had the plans drawn up and presented them, and I didn't like the Christmas tree being removed, but according to the architect that group up the plans, it had to be gone, so it was put out here then. So we still have that's a Douglas fir.
I didn't realize that. That's good information. That's about changing in Palmyra. Well, the square, however, looks beautiful.
It is nice.
It's a
yes.
beautiful center of town. Well, there's a clock there, right? Who
Yes.
put the clock up?
We did.
You did. The Garden Club put the clock there. And do you, on an annual basis, go and plant flowers at certain places?
Yes,
I thought I saw
we do.
pictures of that. Very good.
We plant the beds around the municipal building. We used to do more. In the past, we did more beds,
Okay.
but now we do it all around the municipal building
Oh, that's wonderful.
and maintain them. We have volunteers that work a week at a time, weeding and deadheading and whatever has to be done to the gardens.
That is a major chore.
It is.
I know.
Yeah.
You mentioned yourself, it's tough doing all the weeding and keeping up the gardens and so forth. Is the reason that you're not doing that you don't have a lot of younger people coming into the club? Could you utilize more younger people?
We could certainly use younger people. In the last year, I think probably with younger, like your age.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, I'm younger.
Well, they were from your bronze class,
Okay,
Cindy Bean,
okay.
and yeah, we've had. at
So you are
least
getting
6.
some new members.
We were there for a while, yes.
And they're basically young retirees then?
Yes.
That are coming in. But
Yes.
that's okay, they're still
That's
pretty
wonderful.
able to do things.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're about the age now that I was when I started the club.
Okay. So you would say then, because I don't know who's gonna see this video in the long run, but I hope it's going to be some younger people that we can get active to carry on the traditions that have been started in Palmyra. And you would say that the Flower Club, is it Garden or Flower Club?
It's Palmyra Garden Club.
Okay, the Palmyra Garden Club would be a great thing for young retirees to look at.
Yes, or anyone that has off on a Monday. We meet the third Monday of each month in the municipal building.
Okay.
And they would gain a world of knowledge from our programs. And the members help too. Now from this flower show, they ask questions, about this or that that's shown. And they learn, even the visitors that come in to see the show, they learn a lot.
They learn a lot.
Mhm.
So it's something to keep your mind busy and your fingers and sort of your spirit, because growing things like that really is good for the spirit.
Absolutely.
That's great. Thank you.